Today we're going to be going over up-potting tomatoes. Why? Because, well, that's what I'm doing out in the greenhouse today. So we went through on the previous videos, we went through how I plant 4 in each 4-cell pot. This one is one of the bigger, better ones that's already been in its own 1-gallon pot, but it was planted at the same time as these. So today I'm going to show you why I prefer putting 4 seeds or growing 4 plants in a 4-inch pot, and how easy it is to separate them, show you what the roots look like, show you what you need to do and what you can expect when you try it for yourself. Stick around. Okay, I'm going to try to bring you in close. We're doing this in my little studio area indoors because it's way too bright and way too hot. The fans are running in the greenhouse, so it wasn't a really good spot to put this on. So I'm going to do my best. Stick with me. I'm going to try to bring you down really close so you can see what the roots look like and how to separate them. First thing you want to do, take your little 4-inch seed cell and just squeeze it around the edges. Now, I know I've seen a lot of videos out there where people talk about letting them dry out. These were actually in the coco coir base, and I find it's a little easier to do this if you water first. So these have been watered already. Then what I do, since I put my middle finger between them, and then my ring and my index finger on both sides, like that. Flip it upside down, gently squeeze the sides as you pull up, and it'll slide right off. And this is what we're left with. Now, in all honesty, I haven't separated these in a coco coir base yet. I always use peat when I've done this in the past. So I'm going to find out right along with you. Should be the same. Actually, coco coir seems to flake apart a little bit easier. So then what I do is just start gently squeezing, especially on the corners. Put some pressure on each corner. Don't rush this. And you don't have to be too careful. A lot of people out there think that you can't touch the roots, you can't mess with the roots. Tomatoes and peppers, the roots are absolutely fine. You can even trim them and they'll be fine. So what we're going to do is just keep doing that, and you're going to knock some of the soil off with it, but see how the roots are already starting to hang down? They will let go of each other. They're intertwined in here, but don't worry about that. So gently tease the roots back and forth, and just keep turning it and squeezing it, turning it and squeezing it, and it doesn't take very long. And once you do that for a little bit, you'll feel the soil under here loosen up again. Go ahead and brush that off, and just keep going until you naturally see the plants start to fall apart, or at least move away from each other. That's what I mean. Now we have a little bit of a root ball going in here, so just pull your fingers in, and you could just pull them down, let them hang. And then once you work your way all the way up to the top, and you're gonna feel tension on some of them, you're gonna feel like something's actually tearing, and that's okay. It's not gonna hurt them, I promise. All right, brush some of that soil out. You can even, if you get some that are being really tough, you can gently run some water on these and they'll be just fine. Now once you get to here, just start slowly moving them side to side. And I usually start with the 2 at a time, but you could do 1 at a time. It really doesn't matter. These 2 just kind of quickly went to 2. And they'll just fall apart. Lay these off to the side. Do the same thing, work some of the soil off of the roots, and that the soil is just binding it together. Then take the hard part of the stem down here and just slowly kind of go this way, back and forth. And they'll naturally let go of each other. And they're going to be just fine. You're not going to have any issues. We'll do the same thing with these 2 now that we're in a 2. The good part is once you get to here, you can see which ones have the abundant rootstock going. And this one is by far the best. All right, we got them all apart. We'll set them off to the side. I'll rinse my hands off and be right back. So that easy. Now I've got 4. I start with a dry soil. This is my peat moss, my mix, my 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 1/3 peat moss, 1/3 compost, 1/3 perlite. I've heard people say you don't need perlite. I don't care. I've used it for 20 years and it works. So I start with a dry mix. You can tell my roots and the soil around them are already wet. Now what I like to do, I keep a spray bottle here with a really light fertilizer mix that I've been spraying on them anyway. And then I just give a quick mist on the roots. Now, super simple, just like if you've planted anything at this point, it's the same. I make a nice hole there in the center. All you got to do, I like to go through and just wet that hole because it is a dry mix right now. Just work, there we go. Work those roots down in there. And I just bury it right up to those original leaves. All right, a little bit below there. I pack it in. I pull those original leaves off, whether it's right or not. I give it a nice drink of water, and that easy, you're up potted. Just as quick, I do the other 4. It works out way better for me than trying to put my big fingers in those 72 cell seed trays or crinkling them down. It's just the method that I have found works for me. So it's my opinion, my plants come out a lot healthier looking. The roots look a whole lot better when I do 4 plants in a 4-inch pot. Really easy to get them apart, really easy to up pot them. It's a win-win in my book. I wanted to show you. Give it a try, let me know what you think. But my guess is you're gonna like it a whole lot more. This wasn't meant to be a long video, just a quick helpful tip. I've showed you how to do 4 plants in a 4-inch pot. Now I'm showing you how to take them apart and up pot them. Stick with me and you can watch the progress of these tomato plants and see that I wasn't lying. They're gonna be just fine. We'll see you next time.